Hi, this is Lynn, and welcome to another Persuasion Byte. Bite-sized tips on persuasion that you can use right away. Bad news happens to us all. Today it happened to me. I was doing a check-in call with a client whom I adore, and he let me know that we needed to discontinue the current iteration of our working relationship because the situation at his organization had changed. And it was absolutely the right decision for him to make. What do we do with bad news? Let me share two things that go on in your brain and then a system you can use to work through it. The two things that go on in your brain. Number one, it's called negativity bias. Our brains look for and find and focus on negative things. The reason this happens is because long ago when we were in tribes, our brain had one job, which was to keep us alive. And the people who were able to focus on the negative stuff and reduce its impact survived. So our brain is looking for negative things. And unfortunately, we also learn better by reacting to negative things. We've got this negativity bias. This then leads to what's the second thing, which is called amygdala hijack, where you literally lose 2/3 of your brain. You lose the decision-making part of your brain, which is your emotional brain, and you lose the thinking part of your brain, so you can no longer make plans and forecast into the future. And all you are left with is the survival brain, where you have fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. Okay, knowing this, tap into a system which is called notice, shift, and rewire. Notice. Okay, notice my feelings, your feelings, because the only way to get out of amygdala hijack is to name your feelings, to start reactivating that thinking part of your brain. I started noticing my feelings. I was sad. I really enjoyed working with this client and the difference we were making for him and his people. And I was sad that we weren't going to be able to continue to do this together. I was also angry because the money that I was counting on coming from continuing to work with him was not going to be there. Which of course meant I was frightened. Where am I going to find this money? Where am I going to find another great client like this? That becomes the notice part, rather than my usual approach, which would have been to jump into action and start calling people and trying to get new clients, which I would do to soothe myself and not focus on my emotions. So I'd be doing a lot of activity that wasn't going to help. First, notice your feelings. Second, shift, which is literally pay attention to things that you're grateful for. Literally, in the moment, do a gratitude list. Well, I'm grateful that I'd had the chance to work with this client and to make all of these improvements with him and with his people. I'm also grateful that it's summer and it's a beautiful day, that I have a lovely office that I'm standing in, that I have friends and family who care about me. All of these things I have to be grateful for. And then rewire. To spend at least 15 seconds savoring all of the good things that I have. So savoring the sunshine, savoring the friendships that I have, savoring the value that I know I can bring to other clients, which will attract them to me. So we'll be able to create good things together. When you run into bad news, know that you have a tendency to automatically focus on it because that's a survival part of your brain. Know that your amygdala shuts down the decision making and the thinking parts of your brain, so it keeps you in that fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And then use notice to notice your feelings. Shift for that moment of gratitude. And finally, rewire. to think, spend some time thinking about all of those good things that are now and are coming your way. Sometimes being the most persuasive person in the room is persuading ourselves. Give this system a shot whenever you're having bad news. Be kind and take care of yourself. Thanks for watching.